Assalamualaikum and good evening. Okay, today we're gonna make a video about fly-by-wire. Introduction about the fly-by-wire. Fly-by-wire is a system that replaces the conventional manual flight control of an aircraft finished with an electronic interface. The movement of the flight control are converted to the electronic signals transmitted by the wire, hence fly-by-wire terms. Flight control computer determine how to move the actuator at each control surface to provide the order response. The fly-by-wire computer act to stabilize the aircraft and adjust the flying characteristic without the pilot involvement and to prevent the pilot operating outside of the aircraft safe performance envelope. Operation about fly-by-wire.
Now the way became clear to reassess the mechanical linkages, transferring the control commands to the electrically actuated hydraulic motors that work the flying surfaces. As electrical signals were already being used to control the motors, the logical step now was to send the message to them direct from the control column by electrical wire, resulting in a far simpler and lighter system. And without the need to exert muscle power, the conventional control yokes could be replaced by small side sticks.
I will present fly-by-wire development. First, the Soviet Tupolev ANT-20 was the first aircraft. Okay, again. Okay, first I want present about fly-by-wire development. First, I want present fly-by-wire development. Okay, first, the Soviet Tupolev ANT-20 was the first aircraft to have servo-electrically controlled surface. Electric servos and cable were used to replace long length of mechanical and hydraulic connection. Carl Otto Alvater, a Siemens engineer, created and tested the first fly-by-wire system for the Henkel HE-111 in 1941. Carl Otto Alvater submitted a patent in 1934 for an automatic electronic system that flies the plane as it was approaching the ground. Okay, next, the Avro Canada CF-105 Aero was the first non-experimental aircraft to be designed and flown with a fly-by-wire flight control system in 1958, a feat that would not be repeated with a production aircraft. Though the Aero was cancelled after only 5 were built, until the Concorde in 1969, which became the first fly-by-wire airliner. This system likewise includes solid-state components and system redundancy, was meant to work with a computerized navigation system and autonomous search and track radar. Could be flown from ground control with data uplink and downlink. And give the pilot artificial feel. Now, the Apollo Lunar Landing Training Vehicle LLTV, which first flew in 1968, was the first completely electronic fly-by-wire aircraft with no mechanical or hydraulic backup. The Lunar Landing Research Vehicle, which was launched in 1964 and pioneered fly-by-wire flying with no mechanical backup, come before it. A digital computer with three analog redundant channels was used to control the system. The Sukhoi T-4 was also used in the Soviet Union. Around the same period, the British Royal Aircraft Establishment developed a trainer model of the British Hawker Hunter fighter with fly-by-wire flying controls for the right seat pilot. This picture Avro Canada CF-105 Aero, first known experimental aircraft flown with a fly-by-wire control system.
The differences between fly-by-wire and other control systems. So the first differences that we're going to look at is the benefits. In terms of mechanical system or the cable system, it is efficient, allows for accurate control, lightweight and strong. For the hydraulic system, it responds quickly to control inputs, it is dependable, it has no delay in movement because liquids aren't compressible, and hydraulics make flight controls easier to maneuver. And for the fly-by-wire system, the flight envelope protection system allowing pilots full control without exceeding the aircraft's limits. Its weight and drag reduction, increased safety and efficiency, maintenance reduction, and reduced workload for pilots. The next differences are the disadvantages. For the mechanical system, the tension must be adjusted often because of changes in temperature and stretching. For the hydraulic system, the hydraulic fluid is considered corrosive and heavier weight for requisite components since it uses liquid to operate. And for the fly-by-wire system, can be costly in comparison to a mechanical system. It has a more complex technology and pilots must monitor automatic systems.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ali Firdaus bin Jafri, and now I'm going to present about the advantages of fly-by-wire. So, the advantages of fly-by-wire, first, the drag reduction by an optimized trim setting, easier interfacing to autopilot and other automatic flight control systems. The third one is reduction of airlines pilot training costs. Flight handling becomes very similar in a whole aircraft family. Then, flight envelope protection software automatically help to stabilize the aircraft and prevent the unsafe actions. Next, the turbulence suppression and consequent decrease of fatigue loads and increase of passenger comfort. Flight control computers continuously fly the aircraft. Pilots' workloads can be reduced. Lastly, fly-by-wire control systems also improve economy in flight because fly-by-wire aircraft can be lighter due to they eliminate the need for many mechanical and heavy flight control mechanisms, and wires, except of hydraulic systems, cover less space, less complex, and reliable.
Alright guys, my name is Amirul Adam bin Adam Talib and I'm going to present to you fly-by-wire components. So these are the components. First we got the side stick, next we got the flight control computer, the actuator, and lastly the control surface. So how it works is when the side stick is moved or the autopilot has been turned on, it will receive a signal and then the signal will go to the flight control computer. From the flight control computer, it will go through actuator that will move the actual surface of the aircraft, such as the rudder, the aileron, and the flaps. Firstly, the side stick. When a side stick is operated, it sends an electrical signal to the fly-by-wire computers. Flight control computer, It receives the signal from side stick and actuates the primary flight control surface to drive the flight path of the aircraft, while also providing final control for stability. Lastly, the actuator. It is a device that produces a motion by converting energy and signals going into the system. So, in conclusion, fly-by-wire technology has offered several benefits to civil aviation that would otherwise be not achieved. One of the main advantages is that fly-by-wire control systems have enabled integration of auto-stabilization system and flight envelope protection. The fly-by-wire system has negated all these concerns and has provided a means to ensure that civil aviation is safe, effective, and cheap. These systems have all enhanced the efficiency of aircraft by reducing weight, improving maintenance, and crew workload, as well as enhancing safety. All of this thanks to Airbus for introducing the fly-by-wire system. That's all from all of us. Thank you very much and goodbye.